So very good afternoon all the students. Today we will see the another example, that is the another numerical based on unit number 3, which is basically based on the ductile detailing. So I have taken this numerical from the explanatory example of ductile detailing of RC structures by Dr. R. Kingley of VNIT, and this example has been taken from NICEE website, that is National Institute of National Information Center for Earthquake Engineering from IIT Kanpur. Okay, so you can refer this numerical from the same. So basically the numerical is comprises of like a ground plus 4-story RC office building of the plan dimension 19 meter by 10 meter is located in seismic zone number 5 on the medium soil, and it is assumed that there is no parking floor for this building. Seismic analysis is performed using the Codal coefficient method. We know the Codal coefficient method, that is a static method is there. Since the structure is a regular building with height less than 16.5 meter as per clause number 7.811, that is IS 1893 part 1. So the dynamic analysis need not to be required or to be carried out, and the effect of finite size of joint width, that is rigid offset at the member end, is not considered in the analysis. However, the effect of the shear deformation is considered in this case, and the detailed design of the beam along the grid line as per the recommendation of IS 1392-1993 has been carried out. Okay, so this is the preliminary data. The plan of the building and section of the buildings are shown in the drawings, and the size of the beam and columns are illustrated in table number 1. So we have the geometry of the building is like this. Okay, along the x direction the span having a different bay width is there, and along the y direction, okay, two bays are there of having the length of 5 meter each. Okay, so this is the preliminary dimensions given C1, C2, C3, and for column and beam for RB1, RB2 and PB1, PB2. Okay, RB1, RB2 are the rib beam, FB1, FB2 represent the floor beam, whereas PB1 and PB2 represent the pling beam. Okay, and slab thickness is considered as 125. So based on that, in your examination this table will be given, or either a diagram is there, and based on that the maximum value calculated, you can say that the calculated maximum shear or moment value is given. So in this case the maximum value as per the case number 4, 5 and 6, if you see, the maximum value is given here. For the left side, if you consider the left hand, shear and moment is there. So the shear is having the maximum value of minus 195, which comes under the case of 5 or serial number 5, whereas for the moment there are two moments are available, that is minus 369 or 280. So you can go for 369. Then at center 125 moment is there, and at right hand side about 371 kilonewton meter moment is there, along with the maximum shear of 207. So we have to design the beam based on the various shear and moment which obtain as a result in the table. Okay, so let us see how to solve this numerical by using the ductile detailing code of 13920. So before going to the numerical part, I would like you to tell you about the basic of 13920. Basically this 13920 code is basically formed for the detailing or the more prescribed detailing, or the you can say that the ductile detailing of the structure. So in this case the the reinforcement can be redefined in a more effective way in terms of ductility. Okay, so by considering this code, the various clauses have been considered as per IS 13920, and on the basis of that clause the structure is again check for the various cases. Okay, so like this, first of all, if you see IS 13920, the clause number 1.611, so here the check for axial stress is there, so you have to check the clause for the or the check for the axial stress. So the factor axial force is here is 0 because no axial force is acting on the beam, and as per the clause it should be less than 0.1 FCK. Whatever the grade of concrete is there, it should be less than 0.1 FCK. So this clause we have to refer as per IS 13920 as a part of a axial check, and hence the design the beam as a flexural member. Okay, then second one is as per clause number 1.6.2, check for the member size. So 13920 also define the specific member size for the ductile detailing. Okay, so for this case, please refer the clause 1.6.2. As per this, the width of the beam is 300 mm, and the clause says that it should be greater than 200 mm. So our size is already 300 mm, so it is okay. Then the depth of the beam criteria is should be B by D should be greater than 0.3, and here in our case B by D is 300 by 600. Okay, so already the depth criteria is also passed in this ductile case. Then the span criteria, we have the length of 5 meter and L by D ratio is 8.33, which is greater than 4, and hence this span criteria is also safe. Then next is check for the limiting longitudinal reinforcement. So as per the clause number 1.6.3, the effective depth of the moderate exposure condition, if you consider with 20 mm diameter of bar in 2 layer, then in that case the average depth will be equal to 600 is the overall depth of the beam. Then we have to consider the minus 30, minus 8, minus 20, minus 20 by 2. Okay, so for moderate condition the total effective depth must be 532 mm. Then the important criteria is the minimum reinforcement criteria. So the formula for calculating the minimum reinforcement as per IS 13920 is 0.24 under root of FCK by Fy. So we just have to put the value, okay, and then we will get the answer as a 0.26%. So we will get the 0.26% as a minimum reinforcement. So therefore 0.26 into 300 into 532 by 100 as you multiplying the gross area of the beam, then we will get the minimum reinforcement as 415 mm square. So as per the ductile detailing code, the minimum reinforcement to be provided in the beam is 415. So for each step we have given the clause, so you just go to the IS 13920 1993. Under this the detail formulas and all that are available, please refer that. Okay, then for the maximum reinforcement the criteria is given as 2.5%. so just multiply the 2.5 into gross area of the beam, then you will get the answer as 3990 mm square as per clause number 6.2.2. okay, then the next is the design of flexure. Okay, so as per the table number 1.5, in brief, the reinforcement calculation and left and right hand side of the beam as per IS 13920 1993. So we can use the design SP code 16. Okay, so SP16 code you download from Law Resource public website is available, lawresource.org. Under that on that side this SP16 code is available. Under this code you will get the reinforcement and detailing of reinforcement and all that charts directly in the SP codes. Okay, no need to calculate the detail calculation of the beams and columns as we have already done in RCC. Okay, so kindly download this SP16 codes. Under this codes the numerous charts are available, so based on the or with the help of the charts we can directly calculate our reinforcements. Okay, so the detailed calculation at the left hand side are given as follows. So design for hogging moment we have to do. So where this MU 369 comes from, so this is the maximum moment. If you remember the table that I have shown you in the beginning, this is the maximum hogging moment comes under the beam. So we have to design the beam for this case, okay, as a hogging bending moment. So MU by BD, this one graph is there in SP16, if you refer SP16, so on x-axis there is a value is there, mu by bd square. So you have to put this value mu by bd square, you will get the value factor as 4.35. then referring to the table number 50 of SP16, please refer this SP16 table 50. then d by d dash by d ratio is there, 68 by 532 will be your total effective depth. then you will get the answer as 0.13. so after by referring this d dash by d and calculating this value of 4.35, you will directly get the value on the curvature, that is AST at the top is 1.46%. okay, so 1.46 into gross area, you will directly get the 2330 square. so this value is your greater than the minimum value which is required by IS 13920, and it should be less than maximum value, that is 3990. so this is the safe reinforcement which is calculated at the top. Similarly at the bottom 0.54 you will get with the respect to the respective bending moment. then directly you can put the value and then you can calculate the ASC reinforcement. so at top you will get the tension reinforcement, at the bottom you will get the compression reinforcement, because we are designing the beam for the hogging bending moment. so always remember at the support, okay, at the support the hogging moment will be formed, and whenever the hogging moment will come, the beam will be designed as a tension reinforcement at the top, whereas the compression reinforcement at the bottom. so based on these criteria we can design our beam. The next is the design for sagging. So sagging moment will be formed at the center, so that is the maximum part. so the beam will be designed as a T-beam for sagging condition. so for this case we have to consider, or we have to refer our IS 456. there are basic conditions are available for T-beam, which criteria we have to see. so for the capacity of T-beam, assuming XU, we have to consider the critical depth is less than depth of the flange. This case we have to consider. Then based on that we have to calculate the MU, okay, moment of resistance. so this formula is available in your IS 456 in annexure number G. so based on that we can calculate our MU, okay. so based on that we will get the answer as 166 we will get the answer as 47.77 mm, okay. then again ASC to be calculated at the top, which is not required, and ASC to be calculated at the bottom, okay. so this is the formula to calculate our ASC and AST as designed as a T-beam. then next is a top reinforcement requirement is larger of 2330 mm square and 756 meter, it is not meter square, it should be mm square, and hence provide 2330. and bottom reinforcement required larger of 1165 mm square, whereas at the bottom that is equal to 1522 mm square, and hence provide the 1512. so whatever the maximum value you will get in terms of the area of the reinforcement, you can go for the higher value. then this is the typical flexural design chart. so this is the most effective calculations given at the top, at the bottom, or this is the summary of reinforcement. so hogging moment will be calculated as mu by bd, AST at top 1.46, 1.47. based on that we can calculate the ASC at bottom like this. then again at bottom reinforcement sagging moment is required. At left 280 was the requirement, and at center 65 was there, and at right hand 236 was there. so based on that this calculation will be there. so you can calculate your reinforcement detail by drawing this table, okay. so by this way your calculation become more effective and more accurate, okay. then next is the table of summary. so this is the table of summary. so we have to provide the details of longitudinal reinforcement on left side, center and right side. so based on that we have to provide the top and bottom reinforcement, okay. so in your examination you may be asked to solve the numerical based on the beam which is having certain high value of bending moment at the left, right and center. so you have to calculate your you have to analyze or design your beam for the left hand support, whereas for right hand support as well as the center support, okay. so for this you can refer SP16, okay. SP16 code is there. so based on that code you can easily calculate and design your beams, okay. So this type of numerical is also asked in your examinations, okay, along with the option of your static analysis of the IS 1893, that is a lateral load calculations. So in your examination under unit number 4, you may be asked to solve the numerical based on static analysis, okay, static analysis of the buildings, or this type of numerical, and both will carry 14 marks and you have to solve any one of them, okay. So we will see more type of numerical, okay, based on the IS 13920 code in our next lecture. So it is my request to all of you that kindly download IS 13920 1993, that is the basic and the original code, and the revision is also there, that is IS 13920 2016 code is also available, so you can download that code also, okay. Then along with that SP16 code is also there, so you are also requested to download the SP16 code, okay. So we will solve more types of numerical based on the same conditions and the different varieties in our next lectures, okay. So thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.